Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast for Got Your Money Part 1. Maya and Zig kicked off the episode with the announcement of Zig being the lead singer of the new band, and we know that the band is called Whisper Hug. Very interesting name for the band, and we got to see them rehearse a bit. Going through the Lost and Found, certainly an interesting plot line to show someone, not from money and who is, rather poor, and that's something that we've rarely seen on Degrassi, especially, nothing really recent. We got a new supporting character, Damon. We got to see, Zig working at a store with his mother. Tori, I think, is my least favorite character on the show now. She is even lower than Jenna, Marisol, Tristan, all the people I didn't like before. I don't think Alex is that good of an actor. I'm just not interested in her anymore. Little Mistakes is back, and that was one of the sets I got to be on when I visited back in June, so it was cool, watching and now and seeing all the things that I saw when I was actually there. A 4-month date. Now, who buys someone an iPad? I can't believe that's just so delusional. Like, Tori is just crazy. Why would you buy an iPad for someone you've been dating for 4 months? I mean, most people don't even buy that if you've been dating for a year or 2 years. I mean, that's a huge gift. So Tori really is in love with Zig. Now, the ending about the storyline with Zig I didn't really care for was, why wouldn't Marisol come outside or get the manager? It makes no sense at all. She acts like, he vanished into the night when he was really 30 feet, from her when he went out the door. They should have cut that scene with Marisol getting the check, and waited till the confrontation, which will obviously happen in tomorrow night's episode with her probably coming up to him at Degrassi and saying something. Fiona is back, a nice breath of fresh air to kick off week 2. Imogen greeted her with a sign. Fiona complaining, she had a quote like, "I can't believe we only have 2 classes together." I remember when I was in high school, getting classes, I would be happy if I had just 1 class with a friend, and she's got 2 and she's complaining. It just shows you she really is, a static cling monster. We also got a little reference about her mom being under house arrest. The home life of Fiona has always been interesting. And of course, a dance now underway. And you know that when there's a dance at Degrassi, drama is near. I like Allie and Dave together a lot. They have enough scenes to keep interest, but it's not overdone like other couples have been on the show. The play is still extremely, just captivating. I mean, it's such a different thing for Degrassi to be covering, and really for any show to be covering. It's very interesting, and Tristan is just hilarious, this season. Fantastic stuff from him. Becky, what a psycho. Out of control. Trying to convince Dave that he could turn gay, or that he might secretly be gay. I mean, she really has only been on for a few minutes, if even that, of screen time, and she's already causing all these problems. Great episode. I loved it. Can't wait for tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Degrassi Extra. In Thursday's episode, Walking on Broken Glass 2, I forgot to mention the Drew and Adam scene. Drew called Adam Gracie. And I talked about how good the acting was in that scene and the shock I felt when Drew was fainting, and but I didn't mention him calling Adam Gracie, and that I think was just a really big moment, just showing how altered Drew's state is and just how confused, and we now know that he had, concussion, and just everything his brain was working, and just the way that Adam reacted. Such a great scene with those two. They're always great together, and I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. And I gotta say, from also Thursday, Tristan and Tori, good singing. I liked it. I'm a sucker for the cheesy TV show songs, and, I've always loved the Degrassi ones, Craig, and, these are not, I don't think, up to par with the classic years. Maybe I'm biased. They're still, they're like in my head and I'm singing them, so I guess the writers are doing their job.